Welcome everyone, this is Master's Joke, also Master's Joke 75 on Instagram. So can this Christmas get any better? So yesterday I went to the NEC for the biggest toy fair in Europe. I have been at Christmas time once before, but not for years and years. And also looking at my YouTube videos, I haven't been to the NEC since I think it was the third show, because there's 4 shows in a year. I think it was like September, October time last year. So it's been a long time since I was last here. But the last time I went, it was absolutely packed. This time, I mean, I joined the queue about 10. I think it was about 10 past 10. There was loads of people queuing up to go in, but it was it wasn't as busy. So, and I also had my list. I picked up my Optimus Prime Hot Wheels. Check out the Superman wallpaper, which used to hang in my bedroom. That was £50. My wife actually pays more for wallpaper, so that was quite reasonable. Also, the little Ewok Village transfers, I used to have them. That was £8. And then the old Tomy 3D game, that was 40. I think it was £40. I think he was selling it for. There's my Battle Droid transport. That was £100, but it came with a box and it had the missiles as well and all the droids. Mine's not 100% complete, but I think I paid £35. My friend Martin picked it up from an antique shop in South London. But yeah, there was loads of stuff there, but having my list really did help. The Stranger Things Lego set, I remember seeing it in Smith's. I didn't even know what Stranger Things was until my son got me into watching it. Very much looking forward to Series 5, or they call it Season 5, don't they, in America, next year. But there was loads of stuff. It was quite difficult to film because it wasn't as busy as like September, October time last year, but it was still busy. But at least I was able to look at all the stalls. Beaters seem to be going for like £5 a pop now. These were more kind of your early Star Wars figures from the prequels. They were like £3-4. But there was loads of great stuff. I really enjoyed it. I spent too much money as usual, but I had my £100, which was a game changer from the in-laws. But this was for me the best bit. From the Leicester toy shop, this was the true box of delights, £5 an item, but it didn't actually turn out like that. So I literally bought loads. I mean, look at the stuff: Rebel Transport, Millennium Falcon. I didn't know. I actually put Millennium Falcon stuff back because I've got loads of parts. I didn't want to be buying things for the sake of it. Look at that little part. That's the Ewok Village. I didn't know and I'll talk about that later on in the video. But loads of bits and pieces. I haven't got that part at all. That is the spit for the Gobot Village. I thought I had that. I thought that was the little turning thing for the lift. So, yeah, that was the highlight for me. The box of delights from the Leicester toy shop. Right, I'm completely shattered from yesterday, but I thought it was wonderful. I realised, checking my YouTube videos, that I haven't been to the NEC. I think it was the show before Christmas last year, 2023. When's that? I think is it September, early October time? So that was the last time I went to the NEC, over a year ago. And the last time I went, it was just absolutely packed. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't film anything. It was just so packed. And I out of principle, I know a lot of people go for the early bird, so it's £10 to get in. I don't mind that. I think that's a reasonable price for the biggest toy fair in Europe. I think it's 550 stalls. There was no stalls missing. No gaps. It was a good turnout. But I'm not going to be paying £18 to get early bird, because I could spend that extra £8 on some Star Wars figures or something like that. So I won't do it. So yeah, I got down there. I probably got down there just after 10 past 10. Queued up, and then the queue was quite quick moving into the venue. So I was in the venue by about, I'd say, 20 to 11. And I've got this new literally, it is carnage when you get in the toy fair. But I've got this new, well, I tried it out yesterday, where I turn right, I check what's on the toy aisles, turning right, because I need to go down the whole aisle and then go the other side. I can't look at both aisles at the same time in case I miss something. And then I turn right and go down the side of the toy aisles, all the way down the end, and then go down right down the end where the coffee shop is and the toilets, and then start working my way back. And it worked perfect. It was brilliant. So the actual Leicester vintage old toy, well, it's vintage old toy shop. I watched them on YouTube. I loved their Jonathan Ross Christmas special last year, and I managed to pick up loads of information about old toys that I had, old Japanese toys that I had, that my dad, I remember I was with him, that my dad got from Edmonton Market back in the 80s, together with my my Mego General Lee and Luke and Bo and stuff like that. So I've learnt loads from them. So they were there, and it truly was the box of delights, which is in my bag. But my first purchase, check this out. It is the Starbird from MB Electronics. Trying to fit it all in the all in the actual just the camera, just a touch. So yeah, so the difference with this toy fair, this is the first time I've done this. I had a list of items that I was after, and I feel that made it easier for me. So there's things that I've missed out on, there's things I've been after for years. So I made a list. So I used to have one of these, but it was the earlier version. I think it was called the Avenger. I think it was the Avenger, and it didn't have, this one's got the red kind of cockpit glass, whereas mine was just black. But it's the same ship, does the same features. The lights are bigger as well. Now, I saw, I think it was an Avenger. It was all, everything was missing, didn't know if it worked, and it was at the Enfield pageant, just lying there on the grass. It was at that store where I bought loads of bits and pieces. I was tempted to buy it for nostalgia reasons, decided not to, wanted something, you know, that worked. Then I watched Toy Polloi a few weeks ago, and Toy Polloi was fixing one up, and it was the more modern version like this. So I saw it, so I had a Starbird or Avenger. I probably would have gone for an Avenger if I had a choice, because that's what I had, which I got from Murray's in Edmonton Green shopping centre. I used to buy loads of bits and pieces there, Star Wars, annuals. Saw this, look at the box. The box is in like amazing condition. The guy wanted 25 quid for it. Check this out. So I haven't had a proper look at it, and I'll do a video on it, but look at that. That is minty fresh. I mean, that's hardly been used. Look at that. And it's got everything. It's even got the it's got all the accessories. It's even got the little gun that is always missing. I remember losing mine. That sits on top of the ball. And this minty fresh bad boy I got for 25 quid, and it actually works, which is great. The only thing that I noticed not working is the actual red lights at the front. But it's all there, and I remember all my bits going missing, or you just take them apart. And I remember on my one, I mean, you have these flashback of old memories where the black the black cockpit glass had come out. I made this into a prison for my Star Wars figures. So yeah, this has got great memories for me. I love it. And it came with free batteries. So I'm going to have a proper look. Might be able to do a Toy Polloi on this. and fix the LED lights or replace them, because I can't see why everything else is working but not the lights. So that was £25. I'm just so happy with it. I mean, so that was my first purchase. And the other thing that so I was with my younger brother. He's more into Lego than anything else. So one of the things that he'd advised me to do, so as well as my list, he advised me to, when you see something you want, just buy it. Don't go away and think about it. So that was my philosophy for yesterday. So I got that for £25, and don't forget I had my £100 from the in-laws, which they've, you know, that was such a lovely gesture for Christmas. So I had 60 quid in my wallet. I told my wife I spent £60, which I did. That doesn't include my Christmas money. So yeah, I did spend a bit of money. So much so, every single bit of shrapnel was gone as well. And that's which went to the Leicester toy shop. But yeah, honestly, it was absolutely brilliant. So I picked that up for 25. Another thing on my list was this Gobot. Now I've seen it. I used to have this as a kid, and it was. I mean, I wouldn't normally buy a Gobot, but this isn't in bad condition. It's still got the tyres. He's called Sonite or something. I can't remember, but I don't even know if he transforms. I'll have to do a proper look at him. I got him for £4, and I thought that was a good price. Not too much, because I've seen some of these and they're quite rusty. So yeah, I thought that was a good price. So yeah, £4. Let your eyes be your guide. So he was on my list, because I keep seeing them and then I just put them back because they're just a rip-off. Then from another guy, because I've been doing research into my 18 figures. So I've got these figures, but I don't know if you saw my Millennium Falcon Christmas Eve special video, where I've still got my 18 figures from the Wimpy. Well, it appears there's different variants of the 18 figures. So, and of course I don't know what variants I've got. So I believe this is the one. I believe this is this same. This face is the same style that I got from the Wimpy, which is now in pieces. But he's got a brown kind of strap around his shoulder with his like bombs on and ammunition. And then there's this one. It's got like a kind of light brown strap. So I don't know. I don't know much about it. Has this just been painted by someone else? But these were £5 each, and they seem to be in good condition. So I picked them up. Lovely Geordie guy. And I got I believe this is the same as the Wimpy version, Hannibal. So these were £5 each. So I picked them up. And again, I'm using that philosophy: if you see it, you like it, buy it. So I bought these guys. So I had quite a few things on my list, and then the same guy, he had Major Morgan. Now I never had this. My younger brother did. And it kind of brought back memories. Obviously it's got no cards. Don't know if it works. The battery cover's missing. It's in reasonable condition, played with condition. So he wanted 4, and then he said, he says, "You buying all those figures?" I said, "Oh yeah." He says, "You can have it for free." And I went, £3? He went, "No, you can have it for free." So he gave this to me for free, which is what a lovely gesture. I love Christmas. I don't know if you know, but yes, I got the Major Morgan for free from Play School. I love it. What a lovely touch. So I got that as well. I do like a freebie. And then from another stall, there were some bits and pieces. So here's some He-Man accessories, and these are from the accessory pack. So I mean I've got these, but if this is like Zodak's or what was it, Wonder Bread He-Man, he wears this, but it's from the accessory pack. £1. So I bought that for £1. I bought a spare axe. I really do like this axe. I've got a few of these now. But for £1, I couldn't walk away for £1. It's not been chewed or anything. And I've got a gun as well. And this gun, because I used to play with my toys in the garden, so I would have been playing with this in the 80s. My dad dug up one of these guns, like the grey version, in our garden in like I think the late 90s, which was great. I love when you get little things like that happening. So I thought that was a really, I thought they were great prices. So I'll be honest, to me, I didn't feel there was much Star Wars or as much vintage Star Wars stuff or stalls selling Star Wars stuff as there were last year. But there's a lot of expensive stuff, but there was a lot of good stuff. So I also, this was on my list as well. I needed to get the Hot Wheels Optimus Prime. So this was, I've got the Bumblebee. This was sold recently in Lidl. I think it was, I think they were, I can't remember how much they were, but they weren't expensive. But this was £15 and it was on quite a few Hot Wheels stalls. And I really want this, so yeah. You know, I've paid my £10 to get in. I've got the Birmingham, so yeah, I spent £15. I didn't really want to spend that much. £10 was like my limit, but I think these were about £10 anyway, new, if you were to see them in like the Entertainer or Smith. So 15's all right. You know, I'm not completely happy, but that was on my list. So I was happy to pick up Optimus Prime. Put him there. But then another truck was on my list, and this is like full of Christmas nostalgia. So when I was a kid in the very early 80s, for Christmas I got a W.H. Smith Corgi Juniors, and I absolutely loved it. My cousin had the what was it? My cousin had like the Superman Corgi Juniors, you know, like the silver Superman one, the little kind of 70s truck. And I had the Superman red truck, similar to the W.H. Smith, with the Daily Planet news paper on the side. And I recently bought one from the same Toy Fair a couple of years ago. But I never thought I'd find one on card for the W.H. Smith lorry. So look at that. So I was able to find a minty fresh. And it's the nostalgia. It's all about the nostalgia, because I had this as a kid. Probably like Christmas 1980, something like that. Could have been 1979, but I absolutely love it. And I've been looking for one, and I've seen a couple in good condition at toy fairs, but they've wanted like £6-7. They're quite expensive on eBay as well. And it's the kind of thing that, you know, you can wait until you get it for the right price. But yeah, £5. And then I bought another one as well. So he had a few of them. I got a bit carried away. This one's got the actual price, 60p in W.H. Smith's. So yeah, really, I shouldn't have bought three of them. I got carried away. It's the nostalgia. I'm a sucker for nostalgia. But I've been wanting one of these for years, and then seeing 3 minty fresh ones for like £5 each. I should have only bought 2, one to open and one to put on display. But do I open this? Have I got the right to open one of these? I mean, these have been sealed for almost 50 years. It feels wrong. Let me know in the comments below. Should I mean, it's all about nostalgia. This will go on display. I've always wanted this. Should I open a minty fresh W.H. Smith lorry? I feel a bit... Doesn't seem right. It's survived this long. Doesn't seem right that I should, because I could buy it. I don't know. Let me know. So I bought them. That's £15. So that was good. Then, what else did I get? Well, so I bought this from another stall. So yeah, the Star Wars figures were just astronomical. Just it seems to me that beaters, you know, like the original line figures, because I always like to pick up a Darth Vader, and it's you know, you've got to be careful with your Darth Vaders because a lot of them are quite loose. But I always pick up a Darth Vader because I plan to do a lot of customization and you know, I want to. I've bought some capes and some lightsabers, so I want to do some customs. I want to do some restorations, but I'd say the average beater now is like £5 each, and some of them are terrible. So I didn't buy anything. I always buy like a Darth Vader and I buy like an Endor Forest Ranger. Didn't buy anything because they were just so expensive. But I bought this little droid from Attack of the Clones. It's one of those sneak previews. So I've got these hanging in the toy room. This isn't in bad condition. It's got a little bit of creasing along the top, a little bit bowed. It's not in bad nick. The same guy, a lot of his figures, he was selling them reasonable, but a lot of them were kind of sun damaged. You could tell they'd been hanging on someone's wall. So I've kind of bought this to open because I love the droids. I always wanted this. £3. £3 for a minty fresh droid from Attack of the Clones. So that was a good price. That's the washing machine in the background. So apologies. But yeah, I was well happy with that. So I got one figure at least, one Star Wars figure at least, and then I've been looking for this as well. So I bought a couple of the accessory sets from the Phantom Menace from the Collectomania in Milton Keynes. So I think this was back on May the 4th this year. So this is one that I hadn't picked up. So I've got all of these. I bought them back in the day, but this is for me to customise my my Phantom Menace retro collection. So this isn't bad, and it's got the Jedi robes as well, lightsaber. So a lot of this I won't use, but yeah, it's nice. So I'll do a customisation on that at some point, just like I did with Qui-Gon Jinn and Darth Maul. That was, I think that was £3. That was £3 from another seller. So yeah, I was really like shopping around. I do like to bundle, which I did do. That's coming soon from the Leicester toy shop. I did another bundle. Check this out. Right, so not in the best condition. I do like my mini rigs because they're. Let me adjust the camera a bit. I love the mini rigs because they're affordable and they're, you know, it's you know, it's lovely to have the original boxes. Now, to me, these have actually got the vehicles and the item inside. I did look at some, you know, the card backs, the old card backs from the 80s. I looked at them. They're not expensive. You can pick up a card back for £8 to £10, or depending on condition. I'd like to get one, but I plan, because it's the big one coming up next year, I want to get a carded figure. I don't really mind what it is, but I want a carded figure from the original line. So I don't really want to buy, because, you know, I open all my Star Wars figures like it's Christmas 1985, and I bin them. I know people hold on to their card backs. I just bin them. But these, I think, is similar, but you're actually getting the item, and I think they're more you can display them easier. So these were £15 each. So you've got the laser cannon. It looks alright from the front. I'm hoping there's not a big old one. Yeah, looks alright from the front. I think so. This is like is this a? Don't know. I don't know much about it, to be honest. But it's obviously I've got my original laser cannon, and I did have I had a little look. So it's got the instructions, which is a nice touch. And then, I mean, I didn't have a proper look. I was really buying it for the actual box, really. Let's see. Let's just put it together. Yeah, so that works perfect. So that's a nice accessory. Also, I'm just looking at the stickers. They're very vibrant, the stickers. They're like I mean, it's like brand new, hardly played with. You can kind of tell that. Yeah, that's not bad. So didn't really have a chance to have a proper look, but it's £15, and I thought, I mean, come on, if Toy Polloi can do like an AT-AT box full of sellotape and dents, I can do a laser cannon radar. So yeah, it's not in the best nick, but it's all right. It's a project for next year. So I got that, and I thought that was quite reasonable, if I'm honest. And then I got the Energizer. That was 15 as well. I think that's in worse condition because it's all battered down the side. But I reckon I can work a bit of Toy Polloi magic. I mean, I've got this item already. Comes with the instructions, which is always nice. I did check this as well. I think some of the tools are missing. Because he said he'd hidden the tools down the flaps. He'd hidden the tools inside his flaps. So I'm hoping they're still there. I don't think they are actually. Ah. Yeah, well, I can't see them. Maybe they're in the bag. But the rest of them, he'd put in here. So he'd put them inside here. Don't know if you can see that. So that's where they are. So I can't remember how many tools there should be. So how many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 7. So there's definitely some tools missing. Let me just check the bag. No, I couldn't find any more of the accessories. I just double check the flaps again. Nah, I must have put what was there inside. I think I must have put them inside there. Yeah, so it's got some. I think I've got a couple of spares left over from the 80s because I'd lost all mine. So I have got 1 or 2. I think I've got this one, and I have got another. I've got another complete set, so I can see what is missing. I think it was 4 on each side. So that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it's only 7 there. So it looks like one's missing, but I've got a spare one to make up the numbers that Han Solo holds in my Hoff display. So I got that. So they were £15 each, and I think he said he would take 25. But then, because he had some others, and I was like, come on, I got £100 from the mother and father-in-law. I also picked up these bad boys. So I can't remember if I've actually. See, I can't remember what mini rigs I've got. I think I've got 4 or 5. But this one, yeah, so this one was 25 because the condition is, it's not bad. It's not bad condition at all. And it's got the little. So there's no instructions in this one. But again, it's a minty little MTV7. The stickers are really vibrant. I think someone's bought this as a kid and they put it away. So it's a proper nice example of an MTV7. But the box is nice, and that's what I bought it for. I bought it for the box because you can pick up these MTV7s really cheap. That's coming soon, right? So happy with that. So that was 25. And then I picked up like the Emperor's little shuttle, ISP6. Now that's not in the best nick, but again, I reckon I can do a Toy Polloi. I mean, look at it, it's all battered, sellotaped up, but it's not bad. And the thing is, you wouldn't really have to do anything. Where did it come from? Zodiac Toys, $3.99, let your eyes be your guide. But you wouldn't have to do anything because depending on how you display it or how you sit it on your shelf, it don't look that bad. But I want to do a toy ploy on it, and then, do you know what? I don't even think I looked at this ship. It's one of my favourite ships as well. Right, it's got, look at that. It's got one of the things, one of the bits is missing. I didn't check it. I never checked it. I never checked it. That's bad. I bought it for the box. I bought it for the box, but look at that. That's bad, isn't it? So it's got the instructions. So I never had this as a kid. It's got the instructions. It's minty fresh. It's got the guns. Oh, hang on, look, it's here. No, take that back. It's here, it's in there. Look, can you see? Take that back, it's in there. Oh, dropped it. Well, anyway, I'll have a proper look at it. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's get this out. I can't get it out. I'm a bit excited now. I am a bit excited. There we go. Come on. Right, so it's there. So I need to set that up. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So that just goes on here, I think. I don't know how it goes. It still exists. I'll have a proper look at it later. But I'm really, honestly, it was like Christmas. I had a great day. I had a great day, right? So So it was £30 for the well, 25 for those two mini rig accessory ones. You know, like the radar laser cannon and the what's it called? The vehicle maintenance energizer. And then with the, I think in total with the MTV7, which was 25, and then I got the ISP6, I think I got everything for, how much was it? 25, £60. I think, yeah, I think 60 quid. He had other ones as well, but I didn't want to blow all my money. This was quite early on. I was taking my little brother's advice and just buying what I liked. And these were, look, they're not the best condition, but they were really good. And you're getting the vehicle as well, which was a bonus, I'll be honest. But they were like other stalls, £40, £50 for the, you know. And that was the thing. I was. There's the washing machine going off again. I was testing the waters with some people. Some people I'd bought off before. How much for this? And they're just making up prices. How much for your Rebel Transport? Oh, yeah, that's 25. Blah blah blah. Filthy, absolutely filthy. But I'm the king of the Rebel Transports. My favourite playset of all time. I know what I'm looking for. Do you know what I mean? So, so that was basically everything that I picked up, right? And then, quite early on, I went to the. I've never bought anything from these guys, from the toy shop on tour. Really, really great stall. Me and Chuffy Futter want to visit their shop. We said this last year that we want to arrange to meet up, because he lives in Norwich. Meet up in Leicester. So I went to Leicester last year, or was it the year? I think last year, to go to the you know, the Space Museum. It's really good. Check it out if if you're ever in that area. So I went there. They had loads of great stuff, but then they had the box of delights. And when I say box of delights, I ain't lying. They had a box of delights, right? And it was like £5 an item. And I always like to pick up one item for my my Ewok village. Now I know the Millennium Falcon inside out. I know the Rebel Transport inside out. I know the ATST inside out. AT-AT, not so much. I've had one for years, but I never had one growing up. My cousin had one, Used to play with that, but I don't know it inside out. Ewok Village, I don't really know anything about it. My wife used to play with her brother's one with her little toys, but I never had one at all. Picked one up at the NEC Toy Fair with Chuffy Futter a couple of years ago, £10. It's got nothing of it. So every year I'll buy a little item to go with it. So it's all cleaned up. And I just add to it. So I've got the little lift, and I can't remember what else I bought for it. So I've got a few bits. So in their box of delights, they had loads of bits. So I started picking up Millennium Falcon spares because I want to do up my 2 other Millennium Falcons in the loft. Going to clean up the one that's in the toy room, my original from Christmas 1985, and then leave it as it is. So you got to remember, every item's a £5. So I picked up a Snowspeeder canopy. I mean, I thought for £5 that's a good price. I picked up the top of an ATST because I've got loads of these, but some of them have got missing hatches. £5. I was like, and I'm starting to think I'm blowing the in-laws' Christmas money on a load of there's the washing machine. It's all done. Right. I also I hope I don't get copyrighted for that tune. So then I bought a little tank, £5, and it's had the similar to my original. It's had the little cockpit glass glued on, probably by someone's dad. Not the best job, and I know I'm going to clean this up. I love this tank because my best friend at school had one, and when I finally got one in a Tesco Christmas sale, I was well happy. But I've got my original and it's glued on. I'd never get rid of it. My dad did it. But I'll do something with this. So that was a £5, according to the box of the light sign. And then, as I dug deeper, the engine from the Snowspeeder. Now, that's the only thing missing from my Snowspeeder, which is on the wall in the toy room. I've just been looking for one for the right price. They're not cheap, are they, on eBay? £5 to complete my Star Wars vehicle. It's not really that bad because you're not paying you're not having to pay for postage, are you, on Evil Bay? So I thought, I'll just get it. So I picked that up. But then, of course, the Ewok Village. Look at that. It was hard. Do I just pick up one bit? £5. These go for like a tenner. £8 to £10 on Evil Bay. So it comes with 3 of these bits. So I picked that up, and then I found what I assume is the other 2 from the same Ewok Village. So I thought, oh, I'll have them. This is getting expensive, this box of delights. And then as I dug, because there's so much stuff in it, I dug deeper, and I found the little fencing. And there's 3 bits of this. But I don't know much about the Ewok Village because I didn't grow up with it. So I got all 3 of them, and they're not broken or anything. So this pile was getting big, and then I found. I don't know if it's complete. I found C-3PO's little chair, £5. So I'm like, and then I found the drum as well. I'm like, oh, my money's going. Right, I thought, look, just do it because it's still cheaper than buying off eBay. And there's still a few bits that I didn't buy. And in the video, in the footage of me going through the box of delights, and I'm saying, oh, I've got that bit. No, I haven't. That bit is the bit. It's the spit. You know when they're cooking Han Solo and Luke Skywalker. I haven't got that bit. And it comes with a couple of like kind of wooden bits that it sits on. So I haven't got that because I don't know anything about the Ewok Village. So I said to the guy, "How much would you do this for?" I thought he said 50. He said 15. I got all those bits from the Leicester toy shop Box of Delights, £15. And there was loads of Millennium Falcon bits, and I just thought, I'm off before he realises that But no, they knew what they're doing. They don't have time to go through all these bits and sell them individually on eBay or whatever. So yeah, I got all those bits. So I've now, well, I can't wait, when I put the decorations up in the loft, I can't wait to get my bits down from the, you know, like my Millennium Falcons and my Ewok Village, down from the loft, so I can put things together. So that was quite early on. That was after I'd bought my Starbird, and I left loads of bits because I thought I didn't want to buy stuff for the sake of it, even though it was cheap, like a cockpit complete with the glass for the Millennium Falcon, and you know, bits and pieces. I didn't want to buy stuff that I didn't need because I'm sure I've got everything up in the loft with the other Millennium Falcons. So, but then I came back. So let me show you what. There wasn't much left when I came back to the Box of Delights, but let me show you what I got. Right, so picking up all this Ewok village stuff. I'm on an Ewok bus. So on another stall, I found the fireplace for £5, and I thought that's not a bad price. They go for about a tenner on Evil Bay. So I thought, well, I've got this stuff. I've got to get the fireplace. Obviously, I don't have the spit because I didn't buy it because I didn't know what I was looking at. So I got that. But I took a photo. I saw someone had just bought an Ewok village, I think £100. And so I thought I'll take a photo so I can see where everything goes. And just sitting loose on top of the Ewok village, because the guy was getting ready, the guy was just waiting for the stall holder to get him a box. There was this part. Now I had no idea what it was, but I saw this part just sat there on top of this complete Ewok village. I think it looked complete-ish. And I remember seeing it in the Box of Delights. So it was, you know, I'd seen everything. I said to my brother, I've got to go back to the Box of Delights at the Leicester toy shop because I've got to pick that bit up. And it was still there. There was loads of bits missing by now, but it made it easier because all them Rebel Transport bits were gone. But it made it easier for me to kind of sift through. So these are the final purchases of the day. So I got. So I was able to get this bit, and doing a bit of research when I got home, this is where the netting, you know when Chewie's a bit hungry and then they go up in the net, this is what connects the net to, I don't know, to the string or something. I'm sure you can pick the net up on Evil Bay. But yeah, so I've got this bit. I don't know, see, maybe there's a bit of the back missing, I don't know. I don't know anything about it. So I might need to buy another bit. I don't know. So I got that, and I got this. So this is my last purchase of the day. I picked up a radar. Why not? It was still there. Most of the Millennium Falcon parts were gone, unsurprisingly, really. So I picked that up. Visionaries. I say it's my original. It's my younger brother's. I picked up the shield. So he only had one, which I used to play with. All the bits are missing, but I think this is his shield, so I got that as well. I got another He-Man gun, just sat there in the box. And I didn't realise I'd already picked one up, but I got another engine for the snow speeder, so now I've got a spare. And then I've got another one of the mini rigs MTV 7s, and this is in, yeah, it's in played with condition, but it's all there. It's not been chewed. And I think all that was, well, I think the loose bits £3, and then I asked him how much for this, and he said £2. And the thing is, I don't need one. I've just bought one. I've got loads of them, but I love them. And I'd spent all my money. I had £1.60 left, a £1 coin, and 3 20p pieces. And he said, yeah, that's fine. So I bought this for £1.60. So yeah, so £3 for those little parts, and £1.60 for this. So yeah, I spent a fortune. Well, I didn't really. I had £100 from the in-laws, and I got a lot of stuff that I'd been looking for a while. So I'm just so happy. The mini rigs are great. I've got my little Gobot. Oh, I did see when I was looking for Transformers. I saw the Knight Rider Transformer. I really wanted that. The guy was selling it for 60. I think it goes for about 50. But I didn't really want to go for new toys because you can buy them anywhere really. But when I was looking for my my Gobot, I found those, you know, those robo trucks. They're like, I think they're just called I can't remember what they're called. But because I couldn't afford the Transformers, I bought one. It's like a truck, and it's got the pullback action. Very basic. I saw a yellow one and a blue one. They weren't in the best. Well, they were all right condition, but the blue one, the pullback didn't work, and on the blue one, which is what I had, 2 of the tyres were missing from the pullback action, and on the yellow one, the tyres were quite obviously to me were Lego tyres, so it didn't even have the original tyres, £10 each. So I thought I'll give that a miss. Oh wait, you know, that's the thing with buying nostalgic toys from your past. It's all about the waiting game, and there's no rush for any of this stuff. And I waited, and I got some great deals. Still very expensive at the Toy Fair, but if you take your time, and that was the thing, I took my time, and it didn't seem as busy. So the Christmas one, I think I've only been once at Christmas, didn't seem as busy as it normally is throughout the year, because it's for a year. I definitely want to go back, but I want to do some local shows. I want to go to the London Toy Fair at Cruise Hill. I also want to go to the Nebworth Toy Fair, which is just down the road really from me, not far from St Evenage. But yeah, so that is literally all the pickups I got. But if my wife asked you, I only spent £60. All right, you know, because she doesn't realise I spent my, the in-laws' money as well. But that is the end of the video. I know it was a bit longer than I thought it would be. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It lets me know you care. It also helps the channel. I'm so happy to finally get me WH Smith truck, because that means a lot. That is proper Christmas nostalgia, and I'm a sucker for nostalgia, and I love Christmas. But that's the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Right, I seem to be making a bit of a habit of this. Right, so I forgot one item. There was one final item that I picked up. So let me just move this stuff out of the way. So it's the Power of the Force Star Wars Mynock Hunt, because I'm really into my Millennium Falcon at the moment. Never had this set. It comes with a Mynock as well. So this was £15. Well, I think 15's the going rate, to be honest. But the reason it's being sold so cheap, she said, is because Hans dropped his gun. It's kind of fallen out of his hand because it was stuck on with that kind of I don't know, that kind of jelly string. So I got it for £12. The box is in reasonable condition as well. So I'll probably open it, put the gun back in Hans' hand. I might have that on display because it's a lovely little display. But yeah, so that's everything I bought. Yeah, a lot more than £60, but remember, don't tell the wife. But that's the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one.